squirting.
Yeah, hold on.
Don't move a muscle. I mean, don't move a muscle.
He's going down.
You think he did? That was worth the wait.
You got it.
Yeah, he was squirting blood.
You got it.
Did you hear him drop?
I thought I heard a crash.
Going through the woods, but he'll bleed out when you just let it. I got a good blood trail.
I thought I heard
All right, so we're out here in southeast Kansas hunting the whitetail bucks. This is my first bow kill, and it was probably about an hour ago now. Me and my brother-in-law were sitting there in our blind, and he looked over down in the woods and seen this buck and another buck, and so I kind of got ready, and it didn't take long. He worked his way right up there, and we've been we got him and the other buck that was with him on trail camera now for about a couple weeks. We've been seeing him off and on coming, and so anyways, he came right up there, and I couldn't get a shot on him right away because he was right on the other side of a little cedar, and I couldn't get a clean shot on him. So it was kind of a waiting game there for about 10 minutes, and well, it didn't look like he was going to move, and he kept looking over behind him there, and Caleb there, he tapped me and said, "Hey, here comes another buck." So about that time, they kind of walked up to each other, and it gave me just the right shot because he moved, and I got a perfect broadside shot on him. And well, he ended up giving us a pretty good blood trail. We found the arrow maybe 10 yards from where I shot him at, and it was covered in blood. And then we started following the blood trail, and it went to about 150 yards right to the edge of the woods, and he just bled out there and struggled a little bit there underneath a tree, and so there he is.
It's Travis here, hunting with Jeremy this morning. Seen two does early. We didn't get a shot. We just had a little walk underneath us. Gave me a decent shot through this hole here. Jeremy filmed it. She didn't go 15 yards, Mark. 20. Yeah. I think I made a pretty good shot on her.
Matt.
Hey, it's Travis, All Season Pursuit. Got a little skinhead down this morning. It's October 20th, hunting the CRP ground. Early season was kind of a slow start, real hot. This morning I think it was 50 something. It's gonna get in the 70s today, so it's still kind of warm, but I was getting antsy, shoot something, get my element arrow into something. I'm real happy with these arrows. Had a 16-yard shot here. Hunting with my cousin Jeremy this morning. He's a scent thief guy. Actually, he's the one that got me onto it 3 years ago, so couldn't have done it without this. She came walking right up this little lane here next to CRP, right where we walked in. She didn't have a clue we were there, so but this stuff works wonders. I mean, she She was right through where we walked in this morning, had no clue. Also like to thank Prime One. I'm wearing my new Prime One camo. Really like this stuff. This is the lightweight performance wear. Worked well when it was early season. We're hunting in the 80s. This morning I just put a little under layer on. Keeps me comfortable. I think it looks great. I really like the stuff. So thank you all them. We got a skinhead down, so let's get on some bucks next week.
Well, they were headed right up this way, and then they I know they seen my movement. I know they didn't smell me. We're using the scent thief, and the wind's kind of blowing right at that direction, so it's kind of towards them. But they never spooked on they never smelled me. But I know when I reached over to hit that camera, one of them picked their head up and looked at me, and I think that's what caught it. So they didn't come any closer. They weren't going to, and like I said, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here, so we got to take what we can get. So. All right, hey everybody, this is Todd, All Seasons Pursuit. I'm out here tonight with Travis. We're out in western Missouri, or in our hometown area, and we got one down on the ground tonight. It's been a long season. We're January the 8th right now. Had a little warm stretch these few days. Travis and I got off work this morning, and actually this buck, and he was with 3 other bucks tonight, and actually I seen him when we were out here coyote hunting here about 2 or 3 days ago, and seen him out here in this field in the evening. I thought maybe we might be able to slip in and get him, and we did. We done exactly what we thought. The scouting when we was coyote hunting paid off. They just didn't come out exactly where we thought they would, but all in all, we got it done. There's a lot of things that happened tonight that's a first for me. This is the first deer I've ever taken with a crossbow. And he's not the biggest buck in the world that I've taken, but he's a nice buck. He's a mature old buck. I think he was kind of getting down to where he was on his last few days. Actually, he's a big bodied deer, got a big nose on him, swollen neck still. He's got some mass to him. He's just not very big. He was a good one for us to take out of the herd. And actually, they came out in that bean field tonight, and they were almost dead downwind of us, which can't thank Scent Thief enough, guys. We wouldn't have got this deer if it wasn't for them, and I appreciate all they do for us. And along with Matthews and Mission Crossbow done its job. I don't know if y'all believe me or not, but I'm not one to lie. I ranged this deer at 90 yards, and we took him, hit him right in the opposite shoulder on the other side, and he come out right up here. It was the crossbow is just phenomenal. Like I said, it's the first one I ever taken, and I never dreamed I'd take one at 90 yards. The little HHA dial that we have on it, it goes up to 80. And I shot it at 80 before. I never shot it at 90. I had to adjust just a little bit, but we got it done, and it made a good hit. Travis was about 200 yards from me, and he could hear the arrow impact. That's another thing that I got to brag on too. These element arrows. These are the crossbow element arrows. It's phenomenal, man. I mean, 90 yards. This thing penetrated clear through this deer, both shoulders. The broadhead done its job. There's not much left of it, but you can imagine there wouldn't be going through both shoulders. But that element arrow, I've never seen an arrow in all my years of hunting that give us that kind of penetration. And they're even a better color when they're covered in blood. I really love their products. And like I said, Prime One, we was hunting on the ground today. Done a good job. He didn't get any closer than 90 yards, but we blended in real well. And I just can't thank all of our sponsors enough. Travis for coming out here with me and helping me. It's been a long, hard season, as we already said. I know during the rut we had a lot of close calls. I missed a real nice deer at 50 yards. I hit a limb instead of the deer. It happens. I was sick to death over it, but you know, it's just the way it goes sometimes. And I'm glad we finally got it put together. I was beginning to wonder if we was ever going to get it done. We got till the 15th, so I can still take one more buck. Travis still got both his buck tags, and we're going to hit it hard the rest of this week, and maybe we can get another one down. Late season's being good to us, and you all have to watch the footage. It's pretty neat.